Oh man. Bum, 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 bum. Good morning, guys. KL Belvin. I'm actually under the weather. I've been sick for a couple of days now. And I was supposed to travel tomorrow morning. But the way it's looking, it looks like I'm going to have to go to the urgent care to get checked out. I think I have the flu or some type of respiratory infection. They're probably going to tell me, but it's all right. I need some rest. Thank you for joining. I wasn't going to this morning, but after watching Otis Bellinger, actually I enjoy his scopes because I like what the brother is doing in Detroit. So if you have the chance, check out Otis, O-D-I-S Bellinger here on Scope. Brother's doing a lot of things for the young brothers, and I think that's necessary. And I was sitting here thinking, you know, many of us have plans. Hello, how we doing? I'm going to let everybody know right now, I'm not entertaining no foolishness. So if you actually, I'm just going to go ahead and block you. It's not something I normally like to do, but I'm just not even going to bother today. I went through a whole lot of foolishness the other day, and I'm not about to sit here and be called nigga like 6 or 7 times like the other day. Hello, my name is KL Belvin. So I appreciate you stopping by. But what you really have to do is you have to be patient in whatever you're doing. I don't care if it's business. I don't care if it's school. I don't care what you have on the table. You need to be patient and trust the process. Now, the key is, do you have a process? Because if you don't have a process, if you're not sure what direction or what you should be doing, well then anxiety, thank you for the heart, anxiety is going to creep in, and it is going to prevent you from doing the best possible job that you can do. And so you have to be patient, because what happens is often when we don't see the results right away, we begin to panic. And then in that anxiety, we pull away from the very goal that we set out from the beginning. Now, I am an author, I am a publisher, I am a speaker, I am a teacher, mentor, husband, father. I wear multiple hats. And I have a process to pretty much all that I do. And and I have to trust that process, and the results allow me to even gain a deeper trust of what I'm doing. It allows me to offer advice and to speak to other folks. But there's times when you find yourself, I mean, even where I'm at, you find yourself like, what am I doing? I just released my new book last week, and I honestly have been, I've hired some promotional folks. Shout out to Keisha Green. Say please. I have no idea what that is. Like I said, I'm going to say this one more time. If I'm not clear on what you're trying to say, I'm just going to block you and keep it moving. So I don't speak any other foreign languages. I apologize for not being bilingual. I'm not singing a song. I'm sorry. I'm not an entertainer in that fashion. I am a poet, and I am a teacher, and I am an author. But anyway, back to what I was saying is, so I put out this book, and I'm doing the things necessary. I'm following the process of getting the emails out. I think I sent 500 emails out yesterday. I still have another 300 more to go today. I have a promotional person, shout out to Keisha Green, who has been blasting the book and the information and my information out on Twitter. I've been retweeting as well as putting stuff out on Twitter, and I've been all over my social networks. I have been getting the books into the hands of those who have pre-ordered the book, and I'm already through my first box of books. I'm working on the second. I just ordered some more. But I really was getting, I was really getting a little anxious, because I just felt things should have been moving a little quicker. But then I had to catch myself. And stop. Oh, you know what? You're this close. Really this close, please. Anyway, I had to catch myself and realize that the process, this is my third book, And because this is my third book, I know what needs to be done, but this is a new area. I'm writing inspirational fiction. Normally, I've written poetry. I've written my memoir. I've been a part of other books, but I have 2 books this month. Lukewarm Saint is my book, which is inspirational fiction. And I really had to say to myself, relax. You're venturing into a new area of readers. Relax, because I was getting a little angsty, and I was getting a little anxious, and I was like, what's going on? But then I said, no, I know the process, and I know the process of getting out there. I'm doing interviews. I've done a couple of radio interviews already. Oh, here we go. I ain't been on a few minutes, called nigga already. I have no idea why people just are fascinated with this skin. Actually, I take it back. I do know why people are fascinated with this skin color. Just something about the melanin and the skin color that causes people to just fly off at the mouth. And then the sad part is they do it online, but would meet you and would never actually say what they say here on the Scope. I get it. It's actually funny. And I actually want to say this. You guys helped me tremendously the other day with the 6-7 times calling me nigga. Is that I was actually sitting down, oh, hello from Gotham, sitting down and writing some future works. And I'm actually working in a Scope scene. Say hi, Barbara. Okay, I just said it. But again, you really have to trust the process. Now, if you don't know what your process is, or you're new to what you're doing, this is where your research beforehand has to kick in. You have to make sure that you did quality research. You have to make sure you do quality research. And in that research, figure out what the process is going to be. Now, as you're going along, you tweak it. If you see some things are just not happening and it's not where you thought it would be, you tweak it, but I'm going to tell you, be careful. Because sometimes you have to wait. To just give it time. Give things time to catch on. Keep putting the promotional stuff out. Keep doing the marketing. Okay. Hello, Batman, but now you're gone. But this is what it is. And you have to, oh, you know what? Anyway. You have to do that. And I don't care what the business is. I don't care whether you're starting a new job, new teacher, new mentor, new speaker, new author. Trust the process. Do quality research. Make sure that you understand exactly what the goal is for yourself. And then judge where you are accordingly on that goal. Make sure that you have conversations with others. Make sure that you're paying attention to others. Now, do not try to emulate. Hello, from China. Hello. Do not try to emulate others. Be you, but look at what others do and try to steal what you need that's going to fit what you do. When I first started teaching, my first year was very difficult. That was almost 19 years ago. Oh, nigga again, that's twice. Okay, that's another one blocked. Hello from the UK. Hello from Poland. Okay, hello guys. And you really have to do the things necessary. And as I said, my first year, my first year teaching, it was a little difficult, but good morning. One of the things that I did was I went around. Well, it's I don't know. People have, it's the Christmas break. A lot of people are home. And so this is what it is. No, I'm not Muslim. Can you show New York? No, I'm not traveling. I'm not a tour guide. You can come to New York and take a look. But what I did my first year was I went around and I watched the good teachers. I watched quality teachers. And I wanted to see what they were doing with the same kids that I was working with. And I took what I needed to build my process. I also had mentors. And I went to those mentors. Can I say Tindra? Oh, Lord. Niggas rule. Here we go. Oh, my gosh. I'm getting called more niggas now than the other day. But anyway, and I had mentors who were able to explain to me what the process was for them, but I still had to learn what I was going to do for me. So you have to be patient, and you have to let the process play out. And you have to learn to control your frustrations. It's going to be difficult. And it's going to be difficult because when you can't see the end and you can't see the goal. It's like heading to a cliff and you're like, I'm praying that there's going to be some way when I get there. Okay, if that's your feelings. But that's what you have to do. And you really have to trust yourself. And that's very difficult to do when you're in a new environment, a new situation. It might be a new relationship. It might be the fact that so much newness is around you. It's very difficult to trust yourself. But if you did the proper planning, if you did the proper research, if you did the proper observation, as you are traveling towards your goal, you'll be able to trust what you see. Now, do not hesitate to put the brakes on if need be and just look around, but don't quit. Because once you quit, that's it. And once you quit, you may have to start all over again. But if you have to slow down, sometimes in driving, you want to drive fast, but you have to slow down to see where you're going. Oh Lord, nigga, what, 4 times? We're close. Let's see, I think it was 7 times the other day I was called nigga. Now we're up to 4 times. So y'all love this skin color that causes that reaction. Listen, I'm used to it. I've been called worse by braver people. But anyway, so again, have patience. Listen, you know what? It's funny. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. But yeah, you have to be patient and have to trust. And this morning, the reason why I brought up Otis Bellinger was that he was talking about helping young black males, and he was very passionate on the fact that people were not helping them. And as an educator, I realized that a lot of our youth are just so misguided, but we as the elders have to go back to help them. That's part of what I wasn't going to scope today. Like I said, I was under the weather, but I realized that you have to be patient and you have to have a process and you have to be bold in that process. You have to know what your goal is and say to yourself, I got into this for this. I'm doing this for this. And in that process of getting there, hold your ground. Trust yourself and continue to learn daily. Continue to learn daily. Learn from what you see. Learn from who you talk to. Also learn who you don't need to be around. Learn who you don't need to talk to. Watch and see if they're getting things done with the advice they're giving you. Because that's another mistake that a lot of people make. You're so eager to get advice that you'll take advice from people who are not doing it themselves. So when somebody advises me, I'm like, okay, I wait, I listen. But then I want to see if they're doing it. Because how are you offering me advice, but you're not taking advantage of yourself? Because remember, if it's really positive, why wouldn't they be using it themselves? That's a dead giveaway. So again, my name is KL Belvin. I'm an author. And my new book is called Lukewarm Saint. It's inspirational fiction. And I decided to go in this direction because I have a series of fictional books that I'm going to write because I wanted to step out of my comfort zone and do some things. And I really had to catch myself and say, okay, I have to be patient that the book is going to do exactly what I set out to do. And I have to be patient. Thank you for the hearts, guys, that readers are going to enjoy it because I wrote from a place that I felt I wanted to read. And it was enjoyable to do. So if you need to reach out to me, my email is mainoffice@bravinpublishing.com, BRAVIN publishing.com. I'm on Facebook, KL Belvin. I'm on Twitter, KL Belvin. Facebook, thank you so much. Facebook page is KL Belvin. Also the literary page of KL Belvin and Bravin Publishing on Facebook. Those are my 3 pages. I'm on Twitter, KL_Belvin, as well as Bravin Books. I'm on Google Plus, KL Belvin. And if you're ever in, like, oh, I can't remember all that he said, go to Google and just put in KL Belvin. You'll see a lot of things that I'm connected to. And again, to just recap, be patient. Be patient and trust. Be patient and trust what you got into this for. make sure that you have a process. If you don't have a process, then you need to take a step back and get back to your research. Because in your research, you should have started developing how you're going to reach your goal. You really have to say that to yourself. How am I going to reach the goal that I set? And that process is what's going to help teach you. Because you're going to make mistakes. Let's be real. Whether you're new, whether you're a veteran, you're going to make mistakes. They're going to happen. But you can't get so caught in searching for perfection that you do nothing. Don't do that. Just trust your process. Be patient. Make sure that you have resources that you can call on. And I'm going to tell you something. Please pay attention to others. Please pay attention to those who are getting it done and those who are not. Because you need to judge where you're at. If you're closer to the person who's doing nothing, well, what are you going to get? And if you're closer to someone doing what you see, you can't add your Facebook page. Yeah, actually my Facebook page is like I said, KL Belvin on Facebook. Just send me an ad request, or the literary page of KL Belvin. Either one, or Belvin Publishing. Feel free. Well, guys, listen, I appreciate the hearts. Some of this conversation, the ad link is missing. Okay, well, on my what's the name page, it should be there. All right, what you do is send me an email at mainoffice@belvinpublishing.com with your link to your Facebook page, and I will send you a link back to mine, and then this way we can connect that way. Yes, you can do that, or just send me a message and I'll check my messages, because if we're not friends, it'll go off to that other folder or whatever. But definitely, or connect on the Belvin Publishing page, and you can send me a message there, and then I can send you an ad request to my other page. But it's KL Belvin, or it might even be author KL Belvin, I gotta check. But yeah, those are my 3 pages. My new book is Lukewarm Saint, inspirational fiction about an educator torn between the things that he likes, and what he knows is right or wrong, and he's torn. He has 2 friends, one that's saying you got to get yourself right faith-wise, and another friend that's like, man, do whatever you want to do because it's your life. And he has a mother and grandmother that's trying to explain to him that your father and grandfather gave into their lustful desires, and it actually destroyed them, and you don't want to give in to that. So with all that going on, he has choices to make. And that's my biggest thing with the new book, is to create conversation around choices, and the choices that we make, and why we make the choices, and what will it take for us to start to make changes. Sadly, you'll see what happens in the book, what is needed for the main character, Kevin Watkins, to make some choices. For many of us, it's the same thing. Thank you for the hearts. For many of us, it's the same thing. But that was the whole purpose for writing the book, was to create real opportunity for conversation on how we can get better and how we can actually align ourselves up with something greater than ourselves, faith or whatever. For me, it's faith, and for others, it might be something else. But the opportunity was there, and it goes along with what I've been writing. I'm also part of an anthology that is coming out with 16 other men of color, and we wrote inspirational stories to try to uplift people's thoughts on folks of color. We wanted to give stories that we felt were engaging and that were a deeper look into the diaspora of a man of color. I think people will enjoy the stories. My story is about my father and I. Hello. And I think it'll be interesting to you. That's called The Soul of a Man, Part 2. I was part of the first book, which won an award back in 2009. So now here's some 6 years later, we've come together. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hello from France. But definitely reach out. So email mainoffice@belvinpublishing.com. My website is www.belvin, publishing.com. I'm on pretty much all social medias, and if you're stuck looking for me, just put in KL Belvin in a Google search or your internet search. You'll be able to find me, and I look forward to hearing from you. I do public speaking. I am a mentor. I am an educator, and I stay busy. But again, I wanted to get on today because it can be very difficult The road can be rough. Support your brother. Yeah, yes. Actually, we need to just support each other. Brothers and sisters of all races need to support each other, because right now there's a devastatingly negative force moving over a lot of what people are trying to put together. And we have to find a way somehow to link arms, whether through faith, through mutual affection, whatever it is, and start putting up hedges around things that we know to be positive, because there's an insane movement to foolishness. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you also. And I just refuse to be a part of it. I am not going to use my company to create works that feed into that foolishness. I will continue to write books and speak and mentor to the positive. I will continue to work with anyone. Happy Kwanzaa, no doubt. I will continue to work with anyone who is doing positivity. If you're in the negative realm, all I'll do is learn from you. So understand that even you who are trying to be negative, you're helping me, because you're giving me ideas for characters. You're giving me ideas of how to present certain informations to folks who I don't want to be like you. So when someone asked me earlier, why do I acknowledge the foolishness, is because I'm learning. I want to see how they interact. So when I'm speaking to younger folks, or when I'm speaking to older folks, or when I'm speaking to some races like they think they are, I'll have some ammunition to be able to hopefully change that behavior, or at least curve it. I am good. Thank you. But anyway, guys, listen, my name is KL Belvin. I've given you all my information. I appreciate you coming on. I will see you soon. I don't know. I'll probably scope sometime tomorrow. But again, stop by my website. Okay, cool. Stop by my website. I actually just put up my press release for the new book. So if you want information on the new book, it's actually on my Facebook page. There's information on the my company is a publishing company. I'm sorry. I own my own publishing company. My wife and I have worked on 25 books to date. I've published 3 of my own. So we've published 22 other books, or worked with authors on 22 other works. So this is what we do. And I put out works that reflect the type of disposition that I have. So I don't put out works that glorify violence, glorify a lot of sexual activity. It's not what I'm about. I'm about being and creating the very things that I'm talking about. So listen, gotta go. It's been fun. I think we got 4 times, nigga? Well, that's down from 7. So there's some progress there. It was 7 the other scope. Now we got it down to 4. So we only been called nigga 4 times today. The last scope it was 7. But like I said, I'm working on a character that is scoping and dealing with foolishness. And so a lot of you clowns are actually helping me with that. So to everyone else, I appreciate you. Have a wonderful and safe holiday. And remember, please be patient. Trust the process that you have created. And if you are not sure about your process, find others to assist you to learn from. Take care. God bless. Peace.